Member states of the European Union on Wednesday voted to approve imposing a 25% tariff on US exported products to the EU in retaliation for the Trump administration's announcement on March 12 to levy tariffs on steel and aluminium imports from the EU. In a statement, the European Commission condemned the US tariffs as unjustified and damaging, causing economic harm to both sides as well as to the global economy. And according to media outlets, Corrective and Politico, 26 of the bloc's 27 member states voted in favor during Wednesday's session, signaling overwhelming support for fighting back against Trump's tariff measures. However, after Trump put a hold of the tariffs execution, the European Union announced it would pause its first countermeasures against the tariffs. The EU was due to launch counter-tariffs on about 21 billion euros of US imports next Tuesday in response to Trump's 25% tariffs on steel and aluminium. It is still assessing how to respond to US car tariffs and the broader 10% levies that remain in place.
We want to negotiate. We want to talk. We appreciate that you have brought this pause on so-called reciprocal tariffs, and we in turn are now pausing our proposed countermeasures in order that we have the maximum space to consult with our member states, consult with our industry and negotiate with the US. We're ready to make deals. Let's talk.
The pause was based on good faith conversation. I was on a call with the president of Switzerland yesterday morning that was incredibly congenial, and USTR has informed us that there are maybe 15 countries now that have made explicit offers that we're studying and considering and deciding whether they're good enough to present to the president.
A European policy analyst expressed hope that the European Union will collaborate with China and other nations to counter US tariffs after the bloc announced its initial retaliatory measures on Wednesday.
In general, I think countries should team up and face Trump, which is acting in a fairly irresponsible way now in trade relation in general and in foreign policy in general. And that would include China as well and other global countries acting in a coalition to counteract Trump's moves.
Lucas Faltman, a policy analyst in the European Policy Centre's Political Economy Programme, stressed that EU must not show weakness in response to the Trump administration's aggressive tactics and should collaborate with China and other nations to counter the US's unfair tariff rules. This round of countermeasures is a result of weeks of close consultations among EU member states, the European Commission and the European business community, and has received support from nearly all EU member countries. According to EU diplomats familiar with the vote, only Hungary opposed the proposal, while the other 26 member states voted in favour.